Memecoins won't quit despite angry Twitter influencers, Blur loans sending NFT floors on a roller coaster ride, and upcoming projects I'm keeping an eye on. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Crypto Gorilla YouTube channel. Today we're going to be taking a look at what has been happening as well as what is coming up this week in the market. As usual, not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. Always do your own research. And if you enjoy this kind of content, would you kindly hit that subscribe button? So meme coins continue to live on with Pepe leading the charge. It has been on an incredible rally. I personally don't own any. However, most people that I speak with, of course, they're biased because they do own it. However, they strongly feel that this could be a top contender in the next bull run next to the likes of Shiba Inu and Dogecoin. And if we check the market cap of Pepe, it is currently at 500 million compared to Shiba Inu at 6 billion. That would be a 12x from here. So amazing returns if it does pan out. Again, I don't hold it. I'm not trying to sell you a dream or anything. However, as the meme coinage lives on, NFTs are still down really bad. A lot of the attention is still on meme coins and most projects are failing to mint out. It's going to be really interesting this week to see how Walt's Vault pans out. As this is a collection a lot of people are talking about, it does have a lot of hype and anticipation. However, I've also seen some criticisms recently popping up on Twitter, considering that the team is anonymous, there's no roadmap, it's the whole black and white walking meta. However, at the end of the day, most of us are here for profits, and their Ravendale NFT is still close to 0.7. So a lot of people are really excited for this mint. It's going to be really exciting to see how this pans out and a big tell for the space. If it doesn't do well, this could be a big problem and we're going to need, some liquid to come in. There's no new buyers, so we're going to need like the Blur airdrop or MetaMask airdrop or something. Now, speaking of the Blur airdrop, they just launched Blend, which is a loan protocol that you can use directly on the Blur website, essentially bringing DeFi to NFTs and letting people loan their NFTs for Ethereum. Now, the benefit for some of the holders of these really expensive NFTs, if you don't want to sell it, however, you do need some liquid, you could loan it out, get some ETH, play around with that ETH, and then hopefully you're able to get your NFT back. And on the other end, if you want to buy a Punk or an Azuki or a Milady, as those are the only 3 collections currently available for loans, but you can't afford them, you can pay as you go, pay a portion now, get access to the NFT and its benefits, and then pay over a period of time. Of course, you're going to be paying interest on this, so it's more expensive than if you were to buy it today, but at least you get immediate utility. Now, I'm sure there's going to be a ton of strategies and different ways to make money with this, especially with how manipulated some of these floors are. But I also think a ton of people who don't understand this, especially in NFTs, I don't think that many people have a full understanding of DeFi and how loans work and how to calculate APY and all that. So I think a ton of people are going to get wrecked. This is not the easiest platform to use. It's pretty complicated just looking at it. But in order to encourage people to use it, they turned off listing points for these 3 collections and they turned on loan points. So if you loan out an NFT, you are going to be getting points that are going to count towards the airdrop. Now, again, I don't fully understand this. Maybe there's something that I'm missing. I'm not sure if I could just loan myself an NFT to like my burner wallet and then start getting points on my main wallet. I hope they thought of this. However, there is a potential opportunity here. If we look at the 3 collections, so you have the Punks, you have Azuki, and you have Miladies. Miladies especially went up a lot. And if we click them, you're going to see they went on like a roller coaster ride of pumps and dumps. And this also happened when they first introduced bidding. A lot of collections were getting manipulated by whales pumping up. And if we look at Punks, you have the exact same pattern, obviously with less volume because these are a lot more expensive. And same thing for Azukis, pump and dump and pump. So it is possible whenever they announce a new collection that is going to have the loan feature, we see an immediate pump in that collection. So it's worth it turning on your notifications on Twitter for when Blur announces the next collection. I know Frank has been tweeting if they should make loans available for DeGods. So maybe DeGods is the next collection that's going to have this feature. And these types of things happen all the time. Like back in the day, you had whenever Gary Vee or FaZe Banks would tweet, that collection would pump. And of course, whenever Elon Musk tweets about Dogecoin, that pumps. And more recently, we had Beeple sharing his art. He always shares it at the end of the day, right? He does an art piece every single day. But if you had notifications on and he made a piece about Nakamigos or Miladies, those immediately pump. So if you had your notifications on, you could have bought on the floor and made some really quick profits. So it could be possible the same thing happens here with Blur. Whenever they announce a new collection, maybe we'll get a pump, so it might be worth it just to have notifications turned on. So it's been a really interesting start to the week. However, the rest of the week is also going to be very important, as we do have some key dates coming up here, especially in America. If we look at this calendar here, you could see on March 3rd is the next meeting about the interest rates. Now, if we look at this predictor, there is a 7% chance the rates stay the same and a 93% chance they go up 25 basis points or 0.25%. Now, that's pretty much already priced in. The real question here is, what is Jerome Powell's tone going to be for the next rates after this? Are we going to be freezing rates, or does he feel that we still need more rates, which would normally be bearish, as this would continue in the quantitative tightening? However, I'm not sure anymore, as the more rates go up, the more banks are going to fail. And as more banks have been failing, Bitcoin has been going up. So it's been a good thing for Bitcoin whenever the banks are failing. Not that it's good whenever banks fail for the rest of the world, but it's been good for Bitcoin and our bags. So I'm honestly not sure what to expect anymore. But continuing in the week, on May 4th, we also have the European Central Bank that are going to make a decision on their rates, which it seems they're also going up by 25 basis points. Followed by, on May 5th, we have the unemployment rate in both Canada and USA. And finally, next week on May 10th, we have the inflation rate. So these are some key dates that you're going to want to keep an eye on, because the market is usually volatile around these times. I'm personally not going to be trading on these. It's very easy to make an emotional decision. So I'm going to watch, but I'm not going to do anything. I'm just going to leave my bags as they are, because I believe in the long term of this. But enough about monetary policy. Let's talk about monkey pictures. Now, it's no secret, like I said at the beginning of the video, NFTs are pretty dead, especially as meme coins continue to do so well. I think most people are pretty much just waiting for the big projects to mint, like Ether and Yoga Pets. However, there's always going to be little gems that drop along the way, as well as catalysts for existing projects already on the market. Now, one project I recently spoke about is going to be having their event this week, and that is Pluto, Polygon's flagship project. So they just dropped this trailer for their first interactive experience called Sunbeam, which is going to be happening on May 3rd. And if we look at this tweet, it does say you have a chance at earning whitelist by participating, which I do suggest, because this is literally backed by Polygon. And I personally really like these interactive whitelist experiences. Imaginary Ones just did this with their Bubble Racer, where they partnered with different communities, including my own, Guerrilla Labs, and it really helps the project get awareness as well as community involvement, rather than just doing like a simple AlphaBot giveaway where people retweet it and then never pay attention again until mint. Moving on, we have the golden ticket raffle by Indigo Hertz, which is by Adidas, which is going to be ending this week. Essentially, they're raffling off 110 golden tickets. All you need to do is download the app. I'm going to link everything in the description down below. You're going to have to manually input a wallet, so you don't have to connect anything. And sign up for the raffle ends on May 3rd, so you want to do it sooner than later. Then the winners are going to be chosen on May 5th, and the airdrop is going to be happening on May 20th. Something else that popped up on my radar last week is going to be this new website by the Goblintown team. For now, that's all it is, a website where you click this button and then the door eventually opens and you see a little character, and you also have this, I guess this is a duck that pops up and keeps saying different sentences. But since it's from the NFT Illuminati and Goblintown, I'm assuming that this is probably going to be some sort of free mint. So I'm just keeping an eye on it. I know Goblintown is down pretty bad from its all-time high of like 9 Ethereum, but since nothing is going on in the market right now, people are really bored. If a funny memeable project launches, it could do very well on the secondary market. Now, another catalyst I'm going to be keeping an eye on, of course, since I'm a pretty heavy investor into the project, is going to be May the 4th for Memeland. Now, this is a date they have been hinting at with all the references to Star Wars. So people are expecting some pretty big things. I know I see people expecting them to do a reveal on May the 4th. I'm not sure that this is what it's going to be. However, they did recently tweet the blurred out version of both the male and female captains with no traits, since traits are going to be equipped by us through the trait packs. But it's going to be interesting to see if they actually do have an event happening on on May 4th. Something else they recently did over the weekend is the raids, where you can gamble your maps in order to try to win maps from other captains. I'm personally not a fan of this so far because the odds just aren't good. A 40% chance of winning, a 60% chance of losing when you're raiding is really not a good incentive for people to raid until they introduce some prizes. If they start introducing some cool things for the people on the leaderboards, then I understand people doing it. But for the time being, 40% chance of winning if you're raiding and only a 50% chance of winning if you get raided, meaning it's just a 1 in 2. And if you don't have that many maps and you get raided a ton, eventually, if you have a bad run, you're gonna go to 0 maps, and then there's no way to keep playing if you don't have any maps. So they definitely need to introduce some more incentives. I'm assuming they're gonna have some cool prizes. Maybe they're going to give away some ape coin, since they have been staking their apes and getting ape coin all this time, and they never did introduce the prizes for staked captains. However, this did unfortunately have a slightly negative effect on the floor, as a lot of people who are listed on the floor here just went and gambled away all of their special and extraordinary maps, and then listed, some of them even listing for a loss. And you could see here in the chart, we're on a slight downtrend. I don't know why anybody would be listing at a loss just because they don't have any maps. It's like they forgot that captains are the main value, and captains are going to get meme coin whether or not they have maps. But it's never fun to see the floor going down on a project you're invested in. Now, another narrative I have been closely following is going to be the whole blockchain gaming upcoming bull run. I don't think the bull run for gaming is going to happen anytime soon. I'm also going to stop calling it blockchain gaming and just say gaming, because in the future most games are going to be using this technology. But the first one on our list is going to be Mythic Protocol, as yesterday they did start their marketing by dropping this trailer, which is a short clip that explores the lore for their game. However, if we jump onto Steam, you can find that this game is already available for early access, as they're currently in their alpha stage, so it has been under development for a while. You also get to see some gameplay here, and we can see that this game is going to be a top-down action looter shooter. It's going to be a co-op multiplayer PvE, and the team for this is also fully doxed, as you could find the company on LinkedIn with their 60 employees. So I'm definitely going to be keeping an eye on this one, as they are showing up to the scene with a game already very far in development. Another game that did pop up on my radar is going to be AOTactics, which in the description here they say it is by the founding team of Supercell, making this the second Web3 game to have a relationship with Supercell, the first one being Moonfrost, which Supercell invested in. Now, I have not been able to confirm this just yet. Supercell does not follow this Twitter account. However, I did jump into Discord, open up a ticket, so I'm going to find out information and bring it back to you guys. But for the time being, all we have are these images, but no gameplay or nothing like that. But if it is indeed the founding team of Supercell, this continues to drive the narrative that really big players are seeing the benefits of having blockchain technology in their games, meaning we're getting closer and closer to the gaming bull run. Now, I thought Symbiogenesis was the only Web3 game by Square Enix. However, they did launch a game, I'm going to completely butcher this, Shin Sansei Million Arthurs, which is a game where you like trade sushi for underpants. It's really weird, but it does use NFTs. So they continue to explore NFTs and blockchain technology in their games. So I do believe in the future we are going to get that gaming bull run. It doesn't mean every single gaming mint is going to be like a 50x flip, or all of the gaming NFTs you hold are going to go to crazy prices. I think you're going to have to hold specific NFTs, things like land where you control resources or you benefit when players are playing the game. And beyond NFTs, I also think tokens are going to do really well, at least if you're an early investor or you bought them low enough. Now, if you are interested in upcoming gaming NFT projects, I'm going to link in the description down below, as well as on top of this video, 20 upcoming Web3 gaming mints. So if you like Web3 and gaming, be sure to go watch that video. If you liked this video, be sure to give it a big thumbs up. If you aren't already subscribed to my channel, would you kindly hit that subscribe button, smash that bell notification. Thank you for watching the Crypto Gorilla. Peace.